but I won't be happy till I make you happy too. Life's really worth living when we are mirth giving. Why can't I give some to you? When skies are gray and you say you are blue, I'll send the sun shining through. 'Cause I wanna be happy, but I won't be happy till I make you happy too. Forget your troubles, come on, get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get happy, get happy, get happy. When skies are gray and you say you are blue, I'll send the sun shining through. 'Cause I wanna be happy, but I won't be happy till you're happy.
Uh-oh, that wasn't good. Okay.
Oh my gosh! So
Start the whole damn show
We have to
over
start
again.
over again, but it's a good thing that
No,
they
we
let
had
us know.
we had the Debbie thing that had sound. We didn't. We weren't turned on.
I'm
Because,
turned on just being
No,
here
I
with
know,
you.
but we
Talk about, you remember that we would say during the 70s, oh, that really turns me on. Do you remember that?
Well, wait. Repeat what you said because it's
Oh,
important.
okay.
So
Tonight's show,
no, yeah, exactly.
the reason I love this little clip that Seth Robichaux found is because, look at that. Would you say that's the 70s?
I know it's the 70s.
Okay. I love the 70s. I love the 80s too, but I love the 70s commercials and things like that because, and so tonight we're going to do a little throwback to the 70s.
And I said that if you remember the 70s, or you say you remember the 70s.
No, if you say you don't remember the 70s.
No. If you say you were there.
Oh.
If you say I remember the 70s, then you probably were not there. In other words,
because everybody
we were all
was
stoned,
yeah.
And we can't remember. And if you have to explain it that much, it kills a joke.
It really does.
Yeah.
But
I got it right the first time when I was on mute. It was fantastic.
But you know what? The thing is that most of our people that come to this show are going to remember the 70s.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Seth won't because he wasn't here yet.
No, Seth was definitely there.
He was there?
Yes, he was there.
He's 20 years old.
I understand that, but he was there. He's an old soul.
You want to know something? Now I get it. And yes, he is. And
I meant see, my theory on all that is it's your DNA.
That's right.
Right. So I always say, a lot of people talk about reincarnation, and the way I explain it is I say, if all of your genetic information is in your DNA, why not, and that's all your family's information for decades and for future generations and past generations, so therefore that could be passed through the DNA, these memories.
No, and I like that explanation because, even as a hypnotist, when people would come to me and want to do a past life regression, and I'd say, oh no, I don't do those because I don't know that I believe in that.
I think you're reaching into your ancestors' memories.
I think we are too. I think you're right. It is more DNA fueled. It doesn't mean that what I'm saying is true. It just means that I feel most comfortable with that
Well, and I
belief
also have
structure.
noticed that people that talk about reincarnation, they all say they were like, the Cleopatra or the king of so and so.
Yeah, you never
There's
have anybody
no street
say,
people.
I was like a
I
street
was-
urchin in Les Mis.
No,
like
no.
it-
How about this? I was there when they built the Great Pyramids. I was one of the slaves that was putting the oil on the logs. You never hear that.
No.
You always hear the guy that says, "I was the guy that played the Yul Brynner part," with the whip.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that it's I can't do something if
That's
I don't.
on you, Henry.
If I don't believe
I'm only
in
helping
it.
if I see it's something obvious. Okay.
We're good. We have John is away again this weekend. I hope that he's having fun and doing something, son. If
No,
you
I know
are,
what he's doing.
What's he doing?
He's got some of Samantha's, family in. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
were all watching the Masters. And speaking of golf, which I always like to speak of golf,
Yes.
I have the winnings for the day for you.
I love this
Is it right?
game.
Okay.
I don't even know how to pick up a club, but
no, but
I
she gets
love
paid. She gets paid off on all these things. So there's
I got $50. I got 60 last night.
yesterday was 60.
I'm in the swim here. This is
There's some very unhappy people at the country club right now.
I can imagine because you keep whipping
That's
everybody.
6 games in a row we've gotten everybody.
How'd you get so good at that game?
I always say it's wasted youth.
Because
Well, you think about the expression because you spent your youth playing so much golf that that's why. I mean, and there is truth to that because I was taught to play golf since I was like 7.
yeah,
And in fact, when I learned to play golf,
I saw your little golf clubs. You still have them.
I have Desi Juniors.
You know what I think is the cutest thing that I found in all of your little Boy Scout
Pins.
uniform.
Oh, the whole
no,
uniform.
the
yeah.
uniform. It's about this big. The shirt.
Cub Scout. No, you actually have my Cub
No,
Scout.
the Cub Scouts.
I have both, but you found the little blue one, which
Oh,
is
the little
is
tiny
Cub Scout.
outfit, and
And that's the one I wore
picture you
in the
it.
TV show. Yeah, you saw me in the TV show. That's what I'm wearing. Remember the TV show we've
Yes.
run, the Disney thing? We talked about it. That is the outfit.
Well, it's as cute as
But
can be,
that
with
is
the
when
little
I-
with the little buttons and everything on it.
Well, I had all my little awards. But,
Your awards.
But that is
What
actually.
kind of award do you win when you're a Cub Scout?
Oh, you win all kinds of awards. It's just like Girl Scouts. You have merit badges for doing things
I'm
well.
going to confess, I was not a Girl Scout.
All right, well, I'll
not in
explain
any
it
sense
to everybody.
of the word.
My mother
At
was
all.
a Girl Scout leader, and
Yeah.
she
Oh,
pressed,
I know.
She pressed Carrie into service, just like the English did when they needed sailors during the Mutiny on the Bounty era. They used to go and knock people out and drag them, and they'd wake up on the ship, 100 miles out to sea. And that is what Carrie got from my mother. She was knocked on the head, and when she woke up, she was a Girl Scout. And during that time, there were merit badges to be won. My mother actually had 27 merit badges. We have a picture of my mom,
So your mom was a Girl Scout.
big time.
Oh, yeah.
And literally won like every merit badge you get. And obviously those merit badges couldn't have been given out with that much scrutiny because one of the merit badges you win as a Girl Scout is cooking. And we all know my mother never cooked. So therefore, that could be the one bogus badge in the bunch. But the other badges could have been legit, like, baton twirling or playing an instrument or selling so many Girl Scout cookies or helping someone across the street. On and
And
on.
do we still have Boy Scouts and Girl
Oh, no,
Scouts?
you're not allowed to do that. That would be incorrect. Just, no, you can't do that. We have evolved.
Oh, look, Don said People Scouts.
We have evolved into something far, far greater. I mean, the idea that you could actually have Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, not possible today. And I won't go much further because I'm about to get wound up.
Yeah,
But
I don't want to
should say
I do not
that
want you to
we
wind
should
up.
have Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts because it was a great time. I learned a lot in that. In those little things, we of course had outings and did camping things and learn how to make a fire and you learn how to cook in the field, and there's a lot of value to it, especially if you have a parent that isn't able to do all of that. There's usually like the leaders, like my mom would literally take 30 girls, 15 girls out on these amazing outings. They got to do incredible things. I mean, I would have preferred to be in the Girl Scout troop with Mama. In fact, I used to go with them because that's where the action was.
They got lots of little tail
Well,
scouts.
we got a show. We got a little show. You sneak in and look behind the tents, and I won't go
Oh,
any
Todd, did you do that?
further. I confess.
Okay. Well, you
It was part of the show.
red-blooded
But to
American
tell you the
male.
truth, it was nowhere near as interesting as it's all let out to be.
Frank Ferruccio says we have Boy Scouts in New Jersey still. So
I am
that's
glad to hear it because
Ferruccio.
Well, and I know that they're like trying to say that you know that you're not allowed to like restrict the girls from going into the boys and the boys to going to the girls because that would be some sort of gender issue. And I got to say that that is nonsense. You know, I mean, if somebody really identifies, if a young lady really identifies as a boy and wants to be with the Boy Scouts, I could tell you right now, I would have been more than happy to have that person in my group. No
Yes.
problem.
I think mixing girls in with 13-year-old boys is always a real
You
iffy
think that
thing.
might be a problem?
That's right. On camping trips in the woods.
You know what's funny about all these things? They sometimes they set sail. They set sail with the best of intentions, a lot
Yeah.
of these things, but they turn out to be far more complicated. And you know, you open up a can of worms that you didn't anticipate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's truly where we are right now is Panda's Dora's box is open, and I cannot even see anymore from everything that came out of that box. I mean, it's blinding.
You're getting wound up.
Well, it is blinding.
No, I know, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just
So,
saying,
where
don't get
we-
wound up because we're
we
going
were
to the
talking about
70s.
golf. Oh, wait. We were
we'll
talking
finish-
70s.
The 70s,
And golf.
yes, and golf. So,
No, so in the 70s, my mother gave me, so she's friends with Lucille Ball, and I got Desi Jr.'s golf clubs because he was a few years older than me.
but I saw your little teeny golf
Those are
clubs.
from Desi Jr.
Really?
Yeah, because he was older, so I got his hand-me-downs. It actually says Desi on them.
We have to find him.
Well, he's here. He's in Vegas. He's in Henderson.
You're
I
kidding.
know that for a fact.
Really?
For a fact.
Oh, we have to find him. For
But
sure.
I didn't really know him. You know, I was getting him through Lucy. But
Yeah.
that is when I was trained. And when I learned to play golf at that age, you know, you get a lot of bad habits, and you're trained maybe by the teacher at the club that doesn't have the patience. But many years later, I was trained by a guy named Count Yogi. And I know that sounds ridiculous. But this guy was literally, he's got a book out there, look him up. He was the guru of golf. And if you look him up, he was like the guy that could do all these amazing tricks. But he was also the guy that everybody wanted to be trained by. And everybody from Bing Crosby, all the stars, a lot of them got trained by this guy. And so he got a hold of me at, I don't know, maybe 14. And he said, that's it. He says, you don't get to hit any more golf balls until I retrain you. And he stopped me from even taking a full swing. And he said, you can only take the club back this far. And that went on for weeks until I finally could.
So do you think you're a great golfer because of him?
I do.
Yeah. Isn't that nice when
I'm not
somebody
saying-
makes a difference in your
Okay,
life
so
like that?
being a great golfer is, like my mother used to say, 1/3 talent, 2/3 luck. You know, there's you can learn how to play the game, but there's a certain amount of God-given
Yeah.
ability. Some people are more athletic than other people. And so therefore, I know people that want to play the game so bad and they just suck, and there's no way it's
See
ever
that
gonna be.
I'm afraid that would be me.
Well, you don't know, though.
No, I don't. I mean, I love to putt. I will
I've
say
taken
that.
you out there a few times, and you don't even come out of the clubhouse.
No,
You
because
say, where's the Glee Cluco?
do not. I've
Sounded
never
funny.
done that. It
Sounded
sounded
funny.
good, exactly. Oh, but you know that it's not far from the truth. That is a fact. Oh, we have a special birthday today. I'm seeing. Yep, Lisa Eaton.
Hurry up, I'm running out of
Okay,
air.
hold on. I don't want to rush Lisa's
Okay,
birthday.
we don't wanna rush.
No. Lisa's birthday is a big deal. Everybody's birthday is a big deal. And I just saw it scroll by.
Fly by.
So I want to say, Lisa
Ah,
Eaton,
no, we're not doing that.
yet. Everybody has to be there. Everybody, not just you. Just
Well, I was getting everybody in tune.
okay, so
Like a tuning fork.
Lisa Eaton, happy birthday. I'm so glad that you're with us tonight to celebrate your birthday because, you know, where else would we be? Right? It's like-
Celebrate tonight. Right up.
That's right. Lisa, happy birthday. I'm really happy you're our friend and part of our family. And so let us sing. Wait, we got to do 3 at the count of 3 because everybody in the room. Look, she's got lots of hearts. It's her day. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That was for you, Lisa.
Very good.
That's right. Now we don't have to pay royalties. Thank
One
you,
Carrie Fisher birthday
That's
coming right up.
That's right. Thank you so much for coming tonight, Lisa, on your special day. It means a lot to us. Jayma Taylor's here. Angela Pritchett is here. Frank Ferruccio is here. And he had chemo yesterday, so he's feeling kind of crappy tonight. If there's anything you want to say to Ferruccio, don't make us come
I
to New
would
Jersey.
say-
That's what I'm saying. Ferruccio, you got to come here first. Then we'll come to Jersey.
As my mother liked to say,
Yeah.
And even in the close-up where her foot is on her head, pushing her into the dirt, she just will never say uncle, and she ain't down yet.
That's right.
And in fact, that was what my mother said on the Lifetime Achievement Awards when she got her SAG Lifetime Achievement Award.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I'm still here, and I ain't down yet.
You know what? I remember that night like it was yesterday.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. But
No, it was a rough
but
night,
she,
yeah.
That
But it was an exciting night.
And you know, it took a lot of gumption. I like that word.
Yeah.
It took a lot of gumption for her to even show up and
she
do
was
all
in
that. It was
so much pain
crazy.
that night. But you know what? She was in a lot of pain, and in bright lights, you saw the limo ride, and
What you didn't see was me on stage with her. Like, what the hell was I doing up there? Literally, when we were running the film clip thing on her, I was holding her up.
yes.
She was literally like her whole. And the moment the clip was coming to an end, I said, okay, the clip is coming on,
She just came to life.
and went right up on the mic. Was like as if it was practiced that way. Okay, so when the clip's running, you will fall into my arms and relax, and then it was like some.
But
kind of
it was
pre-planned
weird
thing.
because she was in so much pain that night, and I remember thinking, oh gosh, this is a big thing to have to get to the top of those stairs, stand at the podium in front of all those people and talk, and she was so weak and in so much pain. In a 50-pound dress, that's exactly right.
Wasn't she in that dress?
Yes, that was the dress she was wearing.
Yeah,
and
so
it is
she was
50
in the
pounds.
gold dress behind Kat.
Yep.
And that dress does weigh, I don't know if it's 50, but it certainly weighs 30-ish.
Yeah.
You know, it's super freaking heavy.
It was, but she was incredible. She just came to life. The nightmare of that night for me was getting ready to go.
You're right, we were all standing in the driveway.
Well, it was I got ready really fast. I was the only one that didn't have anybody to do hair and makeup, so I was just slapping it on. Remember, I had just flown in from New York. I think I had just come in from a show. I got it there.
To be honest, all I knew is
Yeah.
it was
So
my gig to try to get her out of the house, and that was
But
late.
we were
it was
we
getting
slapped
later
it
and later
ourselves
and later.
together, and then we were waiting outside. And I don't know if it was. Well, between Carrie and your mom that night, we were so late leaving that. I think that was on Bright
Carrie
Lights
was there
still.
though, you know, like
Yeah,
for,
she
a,
was
for
there.
a change. She
and
was there
she
early.
but it was really crazy because we almost missed the show. That's how the traffic was really bad. We were late in leaving the house. I was a wreck in the car, only because how bad that would have been if she wasn't there when they called her name. But now the fun part of that night was sitting in the green room because you sent someone out to get me out of the audience. And I was having a great time in the audience because it was like the catbird seat. It was quite.
It was the
It was
catbird seat.
astonishing, really, to just look around that room and see people who were, I mean, just legendary. You know, and for us, and they're right there. And of course, you know, you know them from your sister, and,
Well, no,
you know,
I
not
mean,
everybody,
you-
but for me, it was amazing to
you know
see
what I
Meryl
liked about that
Streep, to
moment?
see Kevin Costner, to see all these people whose work you admire so much, and just to see what they look like in person. You
Well,
know,
what
it was
I
great.
liked about it is when they got her up there, how much I was looking at them all
Yeah,
from up there, and it was incredible
the faces.
appreciation.
Yes.
And that was worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
To see all of these people that are legends in their own right, many of them,
Yep.
truly show such appreciation.
Yeah, they were. I remember watching everybody's face in the
Yes,
audience
exactly.
when she was giving her speech, and so I had one eye on the speech and I had the other eye on the audience to see all of those great, talented people just truly. I don't even know the word. It was a thrill for them.
No,
That's what their happiness. They were thrilled to.
well, to be
be
honest,
in
they
there.
kind of grew up on her.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, many of the people you just mentioned are our age or even younger, and they all knew her from her era. And so they have an appreciation, and they also, you know, that's one thing about people that really do what they do. They know what it takes to do what they do and what she did, and therefore you have a greater appreciation for how difficult it all is.
Jan Hanley, Barb Kevern. Hi, Barb. Oh my gosh. She's saying the standing ovation was amazing. And you know, it's funny, Barb, because I forgot about it. When I think of that night, it was full of chaos and thrill. It was a strange night because we were scared. We were hoping that she would feel better. We were almost late. Then you get in your seat, and within 5 minutes, they were saying, "Bring your mother up to the stage." And I didn't even have time to process that, and I forgot about that standing ovation. It was amazing. Yes.
Deserved, though. I mean, it's not like,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I felt that, you know, in many ways, a lot of those things that happened to her vindicated her in a lot of ways, you know, for some of the, now, not in the case of her fellow actors, let's be real. Those people always appreciate other actors, but in the case of the Academy, when they gave her this award right here,
Oh, yes.
when they gave her the Jean Hersholt Award, you know, it's for humanitarian work, and they were including the efforts of saving Hollywood history, and as well as a body of work as an actress. But you know, that was truly a vindication and a great thing that they acknowledged her in that way.
Right. Now, I'm looking, and I want to know if it's anybody else's birthday or if we have missed anybody's birthday because people shouldn't be alone on their birthday, period.
we like applause,
so I see
because
that. So if it's your
that means
birthday,
we-
please
yes, the
let people
audience is
know to
liking
let
us,
me
our
know.
work demands. We won't sit on our hands. And that's the applause song.
Yeah.
Applause, applause. We like applause because it
And-
means when it is striking us, the audience is liking us. Our work demands we don't sit on our hands. There's just no appreciation for the older
That's
things.
not true. I'm enjoying watching this immensely, this show.
It's a mime.
So now, people do not give up. If there's a birthday, do me a favor and
What do you mean don't? Oh, keep trying to tell
keep
you.
trying, because I don't want to miss people's birthday. And you know, so not. You can. So Liz will keep her eyes open, and hopefully. Ryan is keeping his eyes open. He's here with us. Oh my gosh. So here we go. Tonight's show is about kind of I found this guy today. So I want to talk about it, but I have to have it more in front of me. So I might do this on another show.
You found a guy today?
I found, when I was looking for old commercials today, I found the guy it was TV, oh gosh. Ryan, if you know that, send it to me on a private text. He has a website, and he's conserving and preserving all of these old television shows, and also all of the old commercials and everything from the 50s and 60s and 70s and probably before. But the point is that I wrote him an email today because I was saying he has a GoFundMe, which I donated to, because we know what it's like to try to preserve something and other people don't quite see the vision, right? So I really love that this guy has this passion, and there's a picture of him with just reels and reels and reels and footage of old things from television that we all just appreciated so much and still do, some of us. And so he's a gold mine of things, a gold mine of things that we can use on the show, because he's kept it all and he's making sure that it's preserved and like they're doing with the old films. It's an amazing thing. Okay, so now, before we show this, we're going to look at some commercials for the 70s. Then we're going to do, for the prize, the giveaways tonight, we're going to do trivia. And so it will have a lot to do with the old commercials, and I'll let you know when that's coming up. But I found, or Dawn was searching today, and she found this commercial your mom
this
did.
is the still pictures.
Right, but let's play the commercial, and then you can show us the stills because
We'll
you were
already
there.
have the stills set up.
All right, so if you want to do the stills first, we can
Well,
do that.
no, I think you're right, though, in
Yeah.
sequence of things.
So
I'll
you
have to
you
kind
were
of-
on the set when your mom made this commercial, right?
I actually worked on this commercial.
You did?
I was the assistant cameraman.
At what age?
I was 15.
I was going to guess 13 when I looked at these pictures.
We were in New York City. This
Yes.
is done in Central Park. And so it's kind of a fun So this was called the, what, the commercial, what was the name?
Geraldine Coviello. My gosh, I just saw what you said. Thank you so much. Hey, Barbara Hammond.
But wait, we're going to end up running a whole montage of a lot of commercials.
No, your mom's is, I think.
All right, well, we'll run that first then, and we'll figure it out from there.
Okay. So
all right, so stand by to dissolve the Apple TV. Here we go, Henry. Go.
It certainly is a big bun.
It's a very big bun.
Big, fluffy bun.
It's a very big fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Where's the beef?
At Wendy's, we serve a hamburger we modestly call a single. And Wendy's single has more beef than the Whopper or Big Mac. At Wendy's, you get more beef and less bun.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
You want something better. You're Wendy's kind of people.
Hey, pal, the junkyard's across the street.
No, just clean it up. I'm trading it in. Just got my new car loan approved. Clean ties, too?
Looks like it took him 20 years to approve your loan.
No, I got mine in 24 hours.
Where?
Manufacturer's Hanover. Hey, Manufacturer's Hanover. That's where I got my car loan. You got your checking and savings with them? Yeah. Then you got a lower rate on your loan. Hey, bowling handle.
It costs extra if we wash it piece by piece.
Follow that bumper. You know, the money the bank saved me on my car loan, I put toward a tape deck. Maybe I'll get electric windows. Oh, boy. I better get my new car today. Don't rush. Our bank gives you 90 days to shop around.
Hey, I was just coming in to look for you.
At Manufacturers Hanover, we want you to have that auto loan as much as you do. That's banking the way you want it to be.
Hope it'll stay clean for 90 days.
I'm so excited. I'm going to get creamed.
Let Noxzema clean your face. So the face won't.
The closer you shave, the more you need creamy, soothing, medicated Noxzema.
Let Noxzema clean your face. So the razor don't.
You've got a great pair of hands.
The Handy Wipes Magician. Handy Wipes works wonders wet. Watch as I turn it into a dishcloth. Presto. Still a Handy Wipes? Right. The real trick is it washes like a dishcloth, but it's specially textured to rinse out cleaner and fresher like magic. Observe, Handy Wipes becomes a sponge. Scours sinks, cleans appliances, fits places sponges can't. Handy Wipes is strong, bonded cloth that cleans again and again and costs less than a dime. Wonderful.
Handy Wipes works wonders wet.
Just for the style of it, just for the fling of it, just for the taste of it, Diet Coke. Just for the one of it, just for the fun of it, the milk or the taste of it, Diet Coke. Just for the fool of it, just for the just for the sport of it, Diet Coke. Just for the fun of it, just for the taste of it, Diet Coke.
I missed my big chance last time. Angie, I'm not going to miss it again.
There it is.
That's the Athena 2000 electronic machine by Singer. It's $100 off. Push these buttons. It sews 25 stitches. Beautiful. Even measures buttons and makes buttonholes to fit in one step. If you missed your chance last time, the big Singer sale is back.
Hey, Debbie, if you was my mother, what would you think of your son now? Huh?
Oh.
Wow. All this work's making me really hungry.
McDonald's introduces Super Summer Sizes.
Laps around the pool make me so thirsty.
Larger than large mega servings of icy Coca-Cola, golden fries, and thick milkshakes, but for a limited time only. So drive through today.
Serve it up summertime at McDonald's.
When you drive to Wendy's and order a single, you get more beef than the Whopper or the Big Mac. At Wendy's, you never have to ask, where's the beef?
You stayed up all night. Wow, what a blast. Now your head and your stomach needs relief fast, 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 fast. Alka-Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Alka-Seltzer speeds relief to your aching head and starts to work instantly to break up the discomfort of acid indigestion. Oh, what a relief it is. Fast, fast, fast.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of vain contradictory thoughts. Our unification of the rules is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Commercials, except for the Farrah Fawcett and Joe Namath one, which I loved. I don't think you would see that kind of commercial.
Your volume is super low for some
Mine
reason.
is?
Let me see your transmitter.
Okay, transmitter coming across the room to you right now. Hold on.
It would appear that you have shut down.
Oh.
Did you turn it off?
No, my battery is dead.
Are you dead? No, you turned it off.
Oh, I did? No, its battery's gone.
No.
Are there batteries back there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch.
Is there a handheld mic back there?
No, just stand by. There's a whole thing right there. There's a whole bunch of batteries.
Okay, I'll take it.
Well,
let's hope it's still.
It's hot. I got it.
Okay.
Hand mic is hot. Just turn the power on. I'll get a battery.
Hand mic is hot. My battery's died. Of course, as usual, want to show folks at home how it's done. My battery's died and Todd's getting that, so I'm hoping that this works. Those were great, weren't they? They were really fun. And what I love about these commercials is I remember every one of them. And it just, childhood is not somewhere I want to visit very much, but I really, truly, my escape was television, like most people. And those commercials were just so great. Now, Farrah Fawcett was not yet famous when they made it's not working? Okay.
Here you go.
All right, great. Are we back?
Yep, you're on.
All right, I'm on. So what I loved about those commercials was that I remember every one of them. And I also, that was Farrah Fawcett before she was famous.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, she was so beautiful. She was, I think, I don't know, maybe not, but every girl I knew, and especially me, I mean, we just, the first time you saw Farrah Fawcett, it was one of the most astonishing
I just remember
beauties.
her teeth. There were a lot of teeth.
Lots of teeth, and they were beautiful chiclets, I gotta say. But also, I loved Joe Namath too. He used to come to our house when I was a little girl, because my dad was his dentist, and he would come from New York, number 12. And
wow,
he would
that's impressive. She knew the Jets number
yes.
of Joe Namath.
And I was maybe,
wow.
I don't know, maybe 14 or so, and he would come stay at the house while he was getting his dental work done. And he was so handsome. Oh my gosh, I remember just,
now, see, I
number
didn't think
12
that at
is
all.
here. Oh,
I
he
never
was,
thought how
yes.
handsome Joe Namath was.
Well,
that didn't ever cross my
you
mind.
missed out because
I remember seeing him play football. I thought he was a good football player.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking he was handsome.
Oh, yeah.
I
Well,
wonder if
you know
that's-
what? I think fame has a way of making somebody better looking than they actually are.
Oh, that's
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? So it's like, he was as big as life to me because my dad used to watch football, and of course the Jets were big in our house. So I was very amazed at
Jets
and
were
also he
big
was
in
very,
everybody's
very, he
house.
was so nice. What a nice person that he was, and probably still is. I don't know, because I see him on the commercials now, and I'm like, look at Joe, number 12. All right, so now the other commercial, did you notice how many stars? But of course, Sammy Davis was a big star when he made that commercial. Your mom had a little piece. That's not the commercial we have for your mom. I think we have the full-length version of it.
I didn't see. I only downloaded 2 things, and you've seen.
Oh, I think Ryan might have, because I sent it to him earlier today. So
Which
is
commercial?
it on your mom's the whole commercial, the Singer sewing machine commercial?
Well, that was the whole commercial, the one we just saw. But there's this one. This is a different version. We did about 4.
Okay, so I don't know, because I don't have
was
a
the
line
full
to
Singer
Ryan
sewing
right now.
machine commercial.
It was
mixed
with
in
the
there.
2 guys, and then she's in the background.
Yeah,
That's the one you found, Dawn? It was a little bit different version. Yeah.
But was it in Central Park, or was it the one you just saw?
Yeah, I think.
And where did you find it? I'll pull it up. Where?
I'm pretty sure Ryan put that on your thing. Just take a look.
I'll tell you what. No, he did not. I can assure you. But
No?
I'm happy to look it up
Okay.
under something else.
All right. So it was. Oh, Frank Ferruccio says it was the whole commercial, and Frank would know. Yes. Okay. Hey, Debbie Starr Jackson, how are you? It's so good to have you here. There were so many great commercials. We all had Farrah haircuts, Tammy Wilson said. Isn't that the truth? I'm still trying for that haircut. But here's the thing. I never met Farrah Fawcett, and I always...
It's my big chance
I always
last
thought
time.
that...
That's the one that you guys just ran.
Okay.
This is a different one here.
I always wanted to meet her.
I missed my big chance last.
Okay.
That's the other one.
That's
the
good.
same.
We've got plenty. I'm not going to talk until you're done looking.
Well,
because
you gotta,
I don't want to start over again.
We tried to do, one thing at a time here, and
Oh, I love that. The cat was doing that to the furniture last night, and we're so used to it. And Dawn's like, "Hey, don't ruin the chair." And I'm like, "Oh, that chair is so ruined." The commercial for handy wipes made me want a handy wipe.
I did want that.
I wanted the handy wipe. Now, Frank just said that he grew up with handy wipes, and he used to call them germ rags. But let me tell you, nothing is more gross than a nasty sponge in your kitchen sink. Nothing. So, I mean, that handy wipe to me, I was thinking, oh, gosh, they still make those. I have to get some. So I think that if companies just ran their old commercials, they would make a fortune. I really do. They're so much better than what's out there right now. And now commercials have gotten so, just...
Well, the commercial...
They're just not imaginative like they used to be. They don't have the charm and the warmth. I was really shocked at the commercials on the Super Bowl this year. I couldn't believe it. They were terrible. And I thought, how this used to be why I watched Super Bowl, was to see those commercials.
Back when Madison Avenue was Madison Avenue.
What's that from?
Nothing is from me.
Yeah, but it really would, for me, if I were one of those companies and still making things, I'd be like, got it. Guess what? We can save ourselves a lot of money with ad agencies and production fees. We're just going to run the old commercials and let it see what happens. I bet they would sell more than they do with their new commercials.
What I have here is something a little unique.
Okay.
I have... you can go to camera 2, Henry. I've got the still pictures that I took sort of behind the scenes during this time. And this was you see here, an $80 off price sale. She did a lot of commercials, by the way, so there's more out there.
There are?
And I was the assistant camera operator on this shoot.
At 15.
And I was 15.
Who was the camera operator?
I don't remember, but you see he's in a picture you're going to see in a minute.
Yeah, he had like kind of long hair. Yeah.
And then we also I included a photo shoot that we did right around the same time in Central Park. That was Carrie, my mom, and I. So here we go.
Okay.
So this is all behind the scenes of the commercial. We didn't get to see this commercial. I was looking for it. I don't see it. There's the camera, and you can see.
Yeah.
Kind of. I stepped back.
I see you there.
Yeah. It's pretty funny because my mother really didn't sew. See the old BNC camera,
Yep.
big old zoom lens.
Mhm.
It's got a moviola dollar.
I love these pictures. You took these, right?
Yeah, I did.
You know what I love about them? They're candid. You're seeing moments of life, and not,
Now,
someone that knows
this is the photo
their.
shoot I was talking about. So we did this little fun photo shoot in Central Park. Now, some of these are taken by me, and some of these are taken by somebody who I handed my camera to, Look at the graffiti, it's still there on the rocks. See the graffiti? They even had the
Oh
graffiti
yeah,
back
it's
in the
probably
early
still
70s.
there.
So Carrie was in Irene at this time. Unedited, right? Just different poses.
Yep. Your mom liked being photographed by you. Now, when you're in the picture, who took that?
Probably Richard Landers. Would have handed him my camera, maybe. Look at that shot. You're seeing like every picture. So and they're kind of randomized because I dropped them in the iPhone. There's Killer, the dog. This goes back to the commercial here. Singer Springtime Sew Time Sale. She's got like the Irene makeup on.
I like her makeup.
That's it. I think that was my last. We're coming down the last one. That was it.
Well,
It's just something to see that goes with what we were talking about. Look at
Right.
her tongue hanging out.
But
So
I
there's
also,
one that
I
never
love,
would've-
see the clothes. I love the clothes and the makeup and the hair of the 60s and 70s.
Right. Well,
And-
she's got, I think, we were using some very bright lights, so she would have had a lot of makeup on, for this. You
Yeah.
could see it was pretty thick. In fact, that photograph that's back a couple, that really shows it there. I like that picture because you could tell we're not filming, and look at her, I think she's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, what? Oh, did you? Okay. Oh my God. I am
That's
going
the
to
look.
just
I'm
keep
just telling you
moving.
what
I'm going to move
I'm
right
just
along.
telling you what she was
it's
thinking.
like swearing in front of kids. You
No,
just
no,
keep
no.
talking.
I'm just telling you what
keep
she was thinking.
Talking.
That's
There
what
you
she was-
go.
that's-
Okay.
That is definitely
So-
that look.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man.
That is what she was thinking. See, over here, she's not thinking that at all. She's happy with me here. But over here, we're getting into something a little different. This
Okay.
is
What I wanted to ask you about was
This is the tolerant look. This, by the way, just so you understand the looks of my mother, this is the tolerant look. This is like, I'm putting up with you right now, although I'm not thrilled about it. I'm going to put up with you. I just want you to know that I'm not thrilled, but I'm going to put up with you. And I'm going to have this pleasant look so nobody else will know what's going on. That's that look. This is, I'm not trying to hide anything. You are definitely effing up. But that is a different look. We've obviously cleaned up our act at this point. Now, at this point, she's hiding from me because probably whatever the hell I'm doing. But anyway, just thought I'd give you some of the looks.
All right. I completely forgot what I was going to say. So vamp until ready. Let's see. Was it a commercial?
I was talking about in these days when you were shooting with those kinds of cameras and those kinds of lenses and things, you had carbon arc lights. They were very bright, and you did have to wear some makeup. And if you had the good directors of photography, they would cut down on the sharpness of the cameras and the lenses even back then.
And imagine back then,
Using the
they were
Vocos.
nothing compared to the wicked 12K.
Well, no, I mean, they certainly were as sharp in certain ways, but the lenses and then also the diffusion filters that were used, and then Vocos behind the lens, the black
Fogals.
Vogall.
Fogal.
Fogal.
Yes, the
Black
people
nylon.
they put pantyhose, nylons.
Black pantyhose.
Black, made by a company called Fogal. And if a cinematographer was worth his salt, he had this in his case.
Right.
So that when he had a woman or a girl in front of the camera, he would put the black stocking over the lens, and it would just make everything soft, as they say in New York.
And then if you didn't use it for your photography, you could give it away to your girlfriend, and she'd be happy wearing them.
Well, a pair of Fogals was about $125 even back then.
Yeah,
They're
it's
crazy
it's the
expensive.
good stuff.
Yeah. So no, that was good. No, it was somebody that was in a commercial. So it wasn't Sammy.
You mean who else was in all those pictures?
Well, no, the commercials that we watched. I'm just thinking back on, and it's funny. I would have lost the trivia contest on Clara Peller, Where's the Beef? I couldn't remember the restaurant that was for. I remember seeing them all the time, though.
There were a lot of click phrases. That was certainly one of them.
Where's the beef?
The other one was I can't believe I hate
Oh,
the
and
whole
another one was
thing.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Remember the
See, I
little
don't remember
Chihuahua? I think I need a bigger box.
Now,
Yeah.
Stan Freberg coined the phrase because they came to him and they said, we want to put on feminine hygiene commercials. So he coined the phrase, it's modest because.
And they used it?
And that became the click. That's the click phrase.
I-
It's
that just-
modest because.
That's so strange.
No, because Stan was like one of the people that, didn't want to do the obvious.
Right.
He wouldn't have gone to the dark side there, so he kind of kept it light.
Exactly. So I loved that tonight's trivia is going to be centered around how well people can remember a commercial and the catchphrase to the product. So we're going to have, so Liz is going to keep an eye on.
How are you going to win these things?
Well, look on your magical.
I don't have anything.
Ryan. Okay, good. She's got it. Whoo! Let me take a peek.
All I have
Yeah.
is.
Don't say anything.
I don't know. I mean, I just got sent the 2 videos. That's what I got.
Okay, so here we go. Now, we have nine of these. And
I don't see any gifts anywhere.
The gifts?
Where are the
They're right down there. So tonight we have 9 trivia questions. And you are going to...
Coca-Cola.
Don't do that, because you will mess
It's
me
a new
up.
car.
That's right. Okay. So what we're going to do is, let's see. Wait, here's Ryan. Okay. Oh.
Shall I go to my email, Ryan? I could pick it up off the email.
So the guy's name is Ira Gallen that I was talking about. Thank you, Ryan. In New York, that's saving the golden age of television. Let's see, his photos aren't the same commercial you found. Okay. Her yeah, okay, we saw that. All right, so I'm going to put that on my Facebook page, because let me tell you, trying to save the golden age of anything these days is really not easy. And I was so, Ryan, if you could send me his website, I sent that to you, that would be awesome. Barbara Hammond sent me something. Okay, so she sent me a link to my own Facebook page. Yeah, GoFundMe.com, Saving the Golden Age of Television, organized by Ira Gallen. And, what's great is that there's a lot of people that actually looked at this today. And, I wrote him that letter just saying that, our family certainly understands what it's like to try to save something and people don't see your vision. So I donated because of that, and I really, really love what he is doing, because it makes my heart feel good just to look at old television compared to what we have today. Although some of these series we've been binge watching have been pretty darn good, I must say. I'm pretty hooked in, but I need a new binge series. So everybody, go ahead and write your favorite one so far, because maybe it's one we haven't seen and I'm ready for a new binge. So go ahead and write your favorite binge series down in the comments. Oh yeah. Where'd you get that?
That's off one of the videos of the opening of the museum in Vegas. but it just paused on that frame, and it's kind of a cool effect.
Oh, it is. Look how
that's
beautiful
Ava, darling, and my
Ava,
mom.
darling. And hey, Judith IDK, Heather Tanchuk. That's right. Let's see what Frank is, educating people about some things here, and I can't find. I see everybody talking back to him. Hey, Thomas Schlieve, it's so great to see you. Frank Ferruccio, the guy from Greece, Gene Stapleton's son, was in the commercial with Debbie. Wow, Frank, you are good. When you get here, we're going to have trivia contests over dinner.
Well, I'm going
all
to have
night
him
long.
help me with the archives.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So you got to get better. You have to.
Well, we're going to wait for him, but I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so we're going to read. I'm going to read the tagline, and then when you think you know, as quickly as you can, I would put your fingers on the keys because these aren't really that hard. So here we go. I'm going to read the tagline, and then you name the product, okay? So what I love about this is, I'll tell you what I love about this after we do it, because it's kind of interesting how the mind works. So here we go. The tagline for prize number one. Prize number one, the tagline is the San Francisco treat. What is the product? What is the, oh, my sister's here. Hey, Kim, I love you. Oh, Tracel and George, I'm really into crime shows, like how it really happened. I think that those are really great, too. I think, people kind of got all interested.
Did you get the answer yet?
Oh, no, I haven't gotten the answer yet. I'm looking. But Ryan is looking, and so is...
How could you not get the answer by now?
Okay, I got one.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay.
Bum, bum,
I have one, but I have to see.
Bum, bum, bum.
Liz, have you got one yet? Yes, we do. We have a winner. You have a wiener.
Rice-O-Roni.
Who is the wiener?
The San Francisco treat. Rice-O-Roni.
Batista.
Flavor can't be beat.
You are on fire tonight. Have you had no more caffeine for Todd
Drugs.
Fisher? No more. Okay, I'm sorry. We have a new wiener, and I don't know that name. Could you repeat it for me one more time? Lucia Batista. Lucia Batista. You have won a $25 gift certificate. I don't know where I'm holding this up to. Okay, there we go. Is my light out?
Close-up camera.
Okay, so you have a $25 gift certificate. This was donated by Nicole Tilencio. Thank you, Nicole. And so if you've never won before. I'm pretty sure you haven't won before. So what I need from you is your email address. And so we will send you the link, which is your little code. It will come to you by email. And you go to catcosmetics.com, catcosmetics.com, and get yourself something there. It's $25 gift certificate coming your way via email. Please private message me. Make sure I have your email, because you're a new name for me. And welcome. This is really great. Okay. So now, the number two. What is the product that had this tagline? Good to the last drop. What's the product for that? Good to the last drop. And we have a prize for the person that gets that first. You know what Barb Kevern is? She said she's binge watching Glee. I never saw Glee. I think I will give that a try. I never saw it, and I love musicals, so I know those kids were really, really, really talented. Okay, so let me know when you and Ryan reach a... We're good. Thank you, Lucy Batista. Okay, I know who Lucy is. All right.
Lucy,
good.
I'm home.
Yes, all right. Jennifer Levy, Maxwell House Coffee. The first one was Rice-A-Roni, of course. Jennifer Levy, you have won. Oh, you have won one of our new products. You have won a lip, face, and eye balm from the Sedona collection, and this one is Southern Sun. So you are, Jen, go to my website, because I love this color, but if you think that you might like another one of the colors, feel free to pick that out, because it has been bought and purchased and donated from Tammy Wilson, your prize. Now, lip, face, and eye balm. Having a little trouble getting into it. So what that is, Jennifer, so this is the color, and it's a very popular color, but there's 3 colors in there, so go and choose the one you want, and I will send that. Donated by Tammy Wilson. It is so fantastic. You can wear it on your lips. I think I have it on now. Yeah, I do. You can wear it on your lips, and you can wear it on your face. You can wear it on your eyes. And it's real soft. It's a balm. So for the summer months coming up, you are going to be a happy camper. Thank you, Tammy Wilson, for donating that, and Nicole Talencio for donating the prize number 1. And we are now moving to number 3. All right. Oh, this is a good one. Get your fingers on the keys. Here it is, the tagline. What's the product? They're great. Did I do that okay? That was swell. They're great. Yeah. What is the product? All righty. We are going on. Hey, Jody Brett, Erica Escamilla, Madia Garvin, Lisa Falls, love you girls, Cheryl Canning. All right, here we go. So I don't have anybody on mine yet. Ryan and... We're good. You're good? Yep. Who is it? Dawn Renta. You need to go buy a lottery ticket. You have been on a tear lately. Okay, did you hand it to me? Oh, here it is. Oh, I think Dawn might already have this. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to the next one. There you go, Dawn Renta. You have won. Oh my gosh, you have won a $50 gift certificate to Cat Cosmetics, and this was donated by Barbara Hammond. Thank you so much, Barbara. Wow. So, Dawn, there you go. I know we have your email address, so we will send that to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Barbara Hammond. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's an amazing prize, a $50 gift certificate. You rock. And Dawn, have fun with that. We're moving on to the next prize. We are going to... Oh. All right. Yes. Here we go. The tagline is, or I should say the song. Here we go. Who wears short shorts? Who wears short shorts? We wear short shorts. If you dare wear shorts.
Nope, don't sing it.
What's the rest of it?
The next is the...
Oh, okay. Woo, here we go. Don't say it. There you go. Let's see who you've got. Who's the wiener of this? Judy Fatland. Oh my gosh. Mandalorian. Deb Tyler. She has the prize. Deb Tyler does. So give me the next one.
Number 5.
Yes. Congratulations, Deb Tyler. Congratulations. And I think she has that already. Deb. Okay, here we go. Here you go. There you go. We're on overload, Deb Tyler. You have won a $25 gift certificate to Cat Cosmetics donated by Luke Neri. Our friend from Houston, Luke Neri, donated this $25 gift certificate so that you could win it. Deb Tyler, girl, you know I love you. That's one of our Get Your Fire Back alumni, and I'm super happy you're here and that you won. Congratulations. And the answer to that was, if you dare wear short Nair for short shorts. Now, I used to have this recurring nightmare that I had a bottle of Nair in my bathroom in the shower, you know, and that I would mistake my hair conditioner for Nair. Mistake Nair for my hair conditioner, and that I would put it on my head and all my hair would come out because I put Nair there instead. So that was a real nightmare. I mean, seriously, I had that nightmare for years. Okay, here we go. Now, this one's really not fair because we just saw it and saw it and saw it. But you know what? It's going to be whoever is fastest. Here we go. Number 5, tagline, is Where's the Beef? What was the restaurant? That's right. Whoever, this is like giving it away. Huh? All right. So we will see who comes in there. Oh my gosh. Then we'll do this. Yes, let's see here. It does come in different for everybody because we haven't done it this way in a really long time, so I feel like I have to explain that. So you're going to see your name first, and everybody's on like a different algorithm of some sort. So it's like we're all seeing different things. So how I make this as fair as I possibly can is I have Liz and Ryan. They have to match. The first person that comes up, they both have to have that name for it to be a winner or a wiener, depending on how you look at it. All right, so here we go. Who's the winner of this prize?
We're going back to prize 3.
Okay.
Your book.
Okay.
And that'll be for Aubrey Thurber.
Aubrey has this book. Yes. Yeah, Aubrey. This is something I'm really looking forward to. It can be for you or it can be for somebody you know. It is a cameo done by me or Todd and I. It doesn't matter, either one.
No.
Or both.
That's your thing.
Oh,
I
you
don't
are
do
going to be, you're
cameos.
doing it if she
I get
wants it. Do you hear me?
$1,000
That
for
is,
my cameos.
we are doing it. Because Aubrey Thurber, this was donated by Kylie Catlett.
Because Aubrey Thurber, this is your life.
This is your life. And, but I already know what I would say. Because, you know, I'm kind of crazy about you, Aubrey. That's it's
Crazy,
like, anyway, you have won a
crazy,
cameo by
feeling
me,
so blue.
donated by Kylie Catlett. And you just let me know if you want that to you or if you want that to somebody else. And congratulations, you have won that. Okay, the next one is, oh, this is good. Put your fingers on the keys because this is pretty easy too. Here's the catchphrase. Tell me the company. Let your fingers do the walking in the. Let your fingers do the walking in the. It's like a dinosaur
people
now.
People don't know what that is anymore.
Yes, it's Google. it's Google, right? I mean,
on the internet.
I use a phone. Oh gosh, let me just make sure I'm not saying anything I shouldn't say.
I don't
All
know
right.
what you shouldn't say.
No, well, I mean, meaning I don't want to give away.
You didn't say anything.
Okay, Frank, you got it. Okay, so we got this. Who is the wiener? Have you got a wiener? Let your fingers do the walking in the. Barb Kevern. Barb Kevern. She has that. So, no, what's left?
So we're on to 7.
Yes, we are. Here we go. And this was donated again by Tammy Wilson. Tammy Wilson has donated a $25 gift certificate to. Who is the winner? Do you have the wiener? Barb Kevern. That's right. Sorry, I didn't know if it was, I was jumping ahead or behind. Barb Kevern, you have won a $25 gift certificate to Cat Cosmetics donated by Tammy Wilson. Tammy Wilson, thank you so much. We have had so many great prizes tonight. Thank you everybody for making this happen. It's so great. Okay, so a lot of people got, by the way, the answer was the yellow pages. Now, you were saying there are no more phone books and yellow pages. Of course, they still make them. I mean, they're smaller, they're thinner.
I don't remember seeing any.
Well, every once in a while I see one, but you know, I do a routine in my show with a phone book.
Right, but
so I haven't let that phone book out of my sight
because it's hard to find.
Because it's so hard to find a big, thick phone book.
I can remember them shipping them to every house that had a phone.
Yeah.
Big books.
I love
There's
it,
a lot
though.
of money in it for them.
They still make them.
I picked one up recently.
Yeah, but wasn't it small?
It was much smaller.
And it's like this, right? I have a big phone book from Las Vegas, and I don't let it out of my sight because they don't make those anymore. And the more numbers that are in it, the better, because I have someone guess a phone number, and I guess
Randomly
what
pick it out of the
randomly pick a phone number and I guess what it is.
Mhm.
And so the bigger they are, the more they have in them, the more effective that this
The
is.
bigger,
and so
the better.
bigger isn't always better, but
The bigger.
that's right. Okay, next one. Oh gosh, here we go. So Yellow Pages was the answer to that. Oh gosh, here's one. Number 7. Get your fingers on the keys, kids. It's finger licking good. Right?
Still have that business.
It's still here.
I still like that place.
I know, but I like the original.
They have corn on the cob there. That's important.
Yes.
And their mashed potatoes are great.
Right. And, you know, I know that we have a 12-second delay, and they're going to get to an answer, but I used to take Nugget with me in my arms, and I would go, when I was driving across the country, and I would stop at one of these, and I would get out and put the big white chicken in the front lawn of the restaurant so that people that were going through the drive-through could see my chicken. And
yeah, but they're
and they
turning
were it's
people
like
away
look,
in
it was
droves.
like looking at
The
lobsters in a
manager probably
tank.
got mad and was turning people away. They probably were going to go look for the beef.
But anyway, I like this too, this place.
If they didn't guess it by now,
Yes,
it's
they have
hopeless.
guessed it by now, but I want to make sure. Now you can't. Okay.
Hopeless.
Oh no.
Hopelessly devoted.
A lot of people got it, but we have to see who you guys get first. Let me just go here. All right. All righty. Here we go.
Okay.
Going back to Facebook. Who have we got as the wiener?
April DeShields.
April DeShields. That might be a new one. It's good to see you here, Judy Fatlin. It's really good to see you here. It's been a long time. So welcome. I'm glad you're here with us. So Judy DeShields. April DeShields. I was talking to Judy Fatlin. Here we go. April DeShields, you have won. Well, this was donated first by Angela Basir. Angela Basir is a member of our family here, and I hope you will be too. Every week, you have won a copy of my book, which I think you'll really like. It looks big, but that's because it's I don't really like to call it a devotional, but it's daily inspirations for 365 days of heaven on earth. And when you get it, you will read the acknowledgement in the first part. There's a couple of pages right there, like 4 pages, and this will tell you how the book came to be. And then you go to the day of the week. It's at the top of the page, the day of the week that you start it. That way you will have a couple of pages that are dedicated to that day, and the book will last you a whole year. Now, don't read ahead. A lot of people want to, but don't. You're going to love this. And I call them inspirations because I'm hoping that you will be highly inspired by the words that you get every day. So thank you, and April, congratulations for being a wiener. And we are moving on now to number 8. Oh, you know, this is hard. You guys might get it right away, but you know. All right. No? Number 8? All right. So the tagline is, taste great, less filling. I wouldn't have gotten this.
That was a big commercial. That was a big commercial.
Yes.
I don't even like that product, but that was a big commercial.
Right. Do they still make that particular product? Tastes great, less filling. Here we go. All right. So the, okay. That's right. People are saying this isn't fair because we are doing first and you don't see it. That's one of the reasons we don't do it anymore, but it's not that it's not fair, it's the only way we can do it. And I like doing trivia because I love to test people's minds, and I also just really think that it's fun for the
Well,
audience.
some shows it's random with the wheel and the
Yeah,
randomizer.
we've been doing a lot of the
So it's-
wheel and the
everybody gets a
randomizer.
chance. There's no more it's not fair because
Okay, we got a man. A man has a wiener.
I sure hope you have a manly gift. I sure
A man
hope,
as
and
a
you think
wiener.
I'm bad talking about the F-bomb. I just say
don't
that
you even. No, seriously, don't. Don't
I'm working
you,
up to it.
I know
If
you
you give away one more thing, it's coming out again.
Oh, look. Well, there is one more thing.
Okay, then
one
it's,
more
then
thing.
it's coming out.
Gosh.
It's coming. Here it comes. I feel it.
Larry Baker.
It's coming up. It's right
Larry
here.
Baker.
It's right here. Here it is.
He's lucky number 8. Oh my gosh, Larry Baker.
Larry, you get a beautiful what?
First of all, he's an amazing stage manager in theater. He's done some amazing shows, Jersey
Stage manager
Boys
can
and
always
stuff.
use another flashlight. Is that what's in there?
No,
No.
but he was my assistant like 20 years ago in New York, and the best. They're just amazing because Larry was 10 steps ahead of me in my own head. So that's not easy
We
to
need
do.
him back again.
I love Larry. He's in Chicago. All right, Larry, you have won a gift certificate to Cat Cosmetics for $25. Larry Baker, you have won this. Go ahead and just make sure I have your email. I'm not sure if it's the same one, but I'm pretty sure it is. Just go ahead and private message it to me again, catcosmetics.com. And this was donated by Jennifer Kaiser. Jen Kaiser. I love you, Jen. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to all of you, Kylie and Barbara and Tammy and Frank and Jennifer and Luke and everybody tonight. Kylie, huh? Miller Lite. Larry, you're exactly the right age to remember this. Miller. You still remember that? Okay, we have one more.
Wait,
more. Yes?
It's coming up.
It's
coming up because you're doing.
But here, you know what?
I'm trying to hold it down, but I'm
you
not
can't
gonna
get
laugh.
you can't get on me because everything tonight has been donated.
No, it's not about that.
What's it about?
It's about the 30 minutes. that
Oh,
go
the
by.
30. Well, that's why I wanted to start early. This is the last one. Number 9. The tagline is Breakfast of Champions. Mm-hmm. Yes, Breakfast of Champions. To me, that's a cup of coffee. That's a Breakfast of Champions. That's just me, though.
To me, it's a cereal group.
Nespresso. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see who the winner
double
is.
shot, baby.
Yes.
Of the dark one, not the pink one.
The pink one's Colombian, by the way. That's a number 9. The black one's the Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Mount
Okay, so this
Ararat.
apparently has made a lot of people sad that we're doing trivia tonight.
Why is that?
Because people
It leaves
feel,
people out.
people feel like it's not fair. So we're
Well,
not
I-
going to do trivia anymore.
Well, no, you can mix it up.
That's what I'm doing.
No, I mean you mix up a couple of trivia with some randomizing.
Right. Good
Right.
idea.
I could have had a V8.
I could
That's another
have.
one.
Breakfast of Champions.
Wait, but then that tells you what it is.
I am ready.
What's the answer?
Wheaties. Right?
It's for Jill Arnett.
Jill Arnett Daniels, congratulations.
And you see what happened to Bruce Jenner here with the Wheaties, right?
He was just taken right off that box, wasn't he?
Well, it's not that. It's possible that's a side effect of Wheaties.
Oh, God almighty. All right, then. I'm going to move on from that.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I am going to
I mean,
just
you
say
just
that
read
this...
right in between the lines there. See, everybody jumps right into the John.
Right. Okay. Winner one more time. Can you pull it together just enough to give me that name? One more time. Jill Arnett Daniels, you have won a $50 gift certificate from Barbara Hammond.
To what?
To catcosmetics.com.
I don't see that part. Turn it
Oh.
over. Is it on the other side?
Catcosmetics.
$50. Normally they're $25, right?
Barbara donated a couple of these tonight, so I want to
That's
say
a
thank
big-
you so much. And Jill Arnett Daniels, congratulations. And $50 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com. Jill, I think you know that company. So I want to say thank you to everybody who played. I'm sorry
Now wait a minute.
that...
Wait.
Wait, I know you're going to have your say about this.
No, I'm doing. You did one more than I said, so I get to drop the F-bomb.
No, you...
No,
No.
you went one past what I suggested, so I get. The
No, you already had that chance
no,
tonight.
That was yes. So I get 2 F-bombs
No,
per.
no.
No, what I was going to say, actually, what
No.
I was actually going to say is, let's give away something so that people feel that there's a random effect. Where's the wheel? Not here. No, wait, Ryan, are you there? Is Ryan there?
is here.
Ryan, do we have the randomizer up and running right now?
No, and he's not, and we need to have him on.
No, you don't have to have him there. He can just tell us the number that wins.
But we're done. with the.
No, I was going to pull something to give away.
Oh, you want to get okay? You pull something.
No, do you have a randomizer? Do we have the wheel?
No, because the randomizer and the wheel both require names to be on them.
So
Yes.
did he possibly?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. So I'm just going to have to take my licking.
This is
You know,
really
I'm going to have to take my beating for my trivia choice tonight. That's.
Well, I personally sort of agree. You could split it. There's no reason why you couldn't do half each, you see?
Yes, we could do that. But, you know, today I just thought I'd do something different. And you
And
don't
look
get
what
blamed for
happened.
any of it.
And look
and,
what
and look
happened.
what happens. Exactly.
No,
I
you're never going to
know.
make all the people happy
All
the
the time.
This
That's
is
true.
an old political phrase and still holds true today, and it certainly applies to giving away gifts on this show.
Yes, no, it's true. But I do like the randomizer and I do like the wheel. I used the wheel last night. Although every time I move the wheel, it.
That's because you didn't. It has to be tightened up and
Yeah.
sitting a certain way.
Yes. So it's like ring, bum, 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 bum,
Clunk,
bum.
clunk,
Yeah,
clunk, clunk,
it was really like incredible. Anyway, so I'm really. I had a good show last night. We did talk about some cool stuff. Me and the peeps. We were talking about letting go of things, and so I think that. Now you're pretty good about that. In fact, you're the best letter goer I've ever seen. No, I'm serious. I've never seen anybody. But sometimes, you know, I think when you're that good at it, do you really like let go of things that bother you and just don't think about them
No,
anymore?
I'm like an elephant. I do like my mother says.
What?
My mother says, "I'll forgive you, but I'll never forget."
That's what she used to say.
I always thought that was a
forgive,
good
I
line.
forgive, never forget. That's what she used to say.
And I used to say, "Okay." She was talking about Harry Carl, but no, I think there's something to be said for that actually, because you know, if you, it's good to forgive people because then you can kind of put it behind you to some degree. But if you totally forget your history and the mistakes that were made, then you're doomed to repeat them. And this is a lesson for a few people in Washington to learn as well, but it works in personal lives as well.
Yeah.
My mother, even though she said everything that we just said, did repeat.
No, she did. But you know what I thought was interesting? That I remember, I'm trying to remember who it was, and she came over to the house to see your mom, and this was really in the last 30 hours of your mom's life, and she was visiting, and I know it was a woman because I remember sitting in the car with her.
Was
No,
it Pinky or
mm-mm.
Penny?
It was she was a press agent, and she was at the funeral. She was at
Sue.
Yes, so Sue went to see
Sue
your mom, and she made some remark about, I think it was Eddie or Harry, I'm not sure, and your mom said, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I have forgiven, and I just, I'm not angry about anything anymore. And that was something that I think that she was really, I watched her prepare, you know what I mean? And many spiritually, I watched your mom
if you think
prepare
about
for
her
that.
biggest disappointments in life were generally connected to husbands and
Yes.
decisions that were made that way. So when she marries Eddie, you learn something there, right? So you go out and you marry the more conservative, rich man, not in show business, not a singer, and you think that's a good move and he'll make a good father and all that. And of course, that turned out to be a huge mistake. And then later, she thinks about it further, waits a few more years where she gets educated, and then she goes out and marries this Goya guy that looks like Arnold Palmer, again, going a different direction. He's a real estate developer, and he seems very classy, Virginia gentleman and all that, and he turns out to be a complete con man.
Mm-hmm.
And she always said early on, because obviously my father, Eddie, and Harry Carl were both Jewish,
Mm-hmm.
and so this she used to say in her act, she said, this is my first Gentile. There's only a little bit of difference. And the audience, of course, would roar because the idea that Debbie would be talking about that
Yes.
was always shocking. But
she used to make jokes.
as it
on
turned out, though,
stage,
there was
yeah.
absolutely no difference between Harry Carl and Richard Hamilton. They both cost her similar amounts of money.
Yeah.
So,
It-
but if she forgave all of those people, that's a pretty monumental thing because they were both of those people did horrible things to her.
Yeah, but you know, she was so, when she graduated to heaven, your mom was so right with everything.
Sure.
I mean, I saw on Christmas night.
When she had her little antennas on.
She had her little antlers on at dinner. But as fragile as she was, because Carrie was still, you know,
MIA.
Yeah, so, you know, and I just remember her being more tender than I've ever seen her.
Yeah.
More thoughtful, meaning Mom was the most thoughtful person, but when I say this, I'm talking about putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. I saw her doing that, you know, and really, you know, I was tucking her in and I said, I don't know how you're doing this, but you're doing great, you know, because...
Well, by this point, her whole life was, you know, led up to that. That was always her worst fear.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I've been on the earth. I
Right.
mean, and I think truly when she was younger...
She spoke that many times.
Yeah. So all the other disappointments were a shadow to losing a child, you know.
But she was so stoic, and when I was tucking her in that night, I just remember saying, you know, that I was just amazed at
She handled it all way better than even me.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I was given the task to come back and tell her that Carrie had gone.
Oh.
And I'm driving back thinking, oh man, how the hell am I going to do this, you know? And I just walked in the room and you know, she just looked at me and knew.
Oh, really?
I stood in the doorway and I just saw that she knew. And I didn't say shit. I just went over and burst into tears.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Well, when I asked her how she was
and by the way,
holding up
she
that
didn't
well.
cry.
Oh, I know.
And I was like, okay, lesson.
Oh, I know it. I remember just thinking that, and she said, well, it was when you lost your mom. Oh, yeah, she would say, I wish we had more time.
Yep.
And when she'd say, oh, when you lost your mom, it must have been so hard. And, you know, it was really just kind of like she just jumped into my head for a minute. And I remember thinking how odd that was, you know, but she was readying herself completely.
Well, at that point,
in every spiritual aspect before she
Yeah.
graduated, you know.
I don't know many people that, you know, that call their exit that way. It makes sense that she would, given that she called so many shows.
Yeah.
And to her, this was just another exit stage left. I mean, she had 1 million performances in her lifetime. And, you know, she chose when it was time to exit the stage, and she did that in life right in front of my eyes. And it's a magical thing. It really is.
No, I know. And, you know, and as hard as it was, but when
that
all
actually
that
made it better.
Yeah, it did. But, you know, I just think that one of the things that...
I mean, I say better, it made it easier.
Yeah,
because when I thought
you
back
knew
on,
she wanted.
I knew
that's
that
what
it
she
was her
wanted.
wish. It
Yeah.
wasn't. What's not ever fun is when like with Carrie, you know, that wasn't her wish.
Yeah.
So in some ways that was way harder because it was, you know, Carrie, as far as I'm concerned, was in her prime.
She was, and she had so much going on at that moment.
She
you
did.
know, she had a book coming out,
and she had so much more to offer. I mean, right at this point in Carrie's life, she was truly inspiring people by the droves. And every minute that she went on and everything that she overcame and every word and every quote and everything that she said was sort of magical and inspired people to such a large degree. So to see her, you know, laying there and, you know, when she was still in a coma, and it was like, I just couldn't conceive that it was...
that this
was the
light is
time.
out. Yeah,
no,
no.
I mean, well, first of all, she was still there, so to speak.
But
I was like thinking,
then she
man,
was
this is like-
larger than life, and
But to think, I whispered in her ear, you know, I said, now, you know, this is not your time. You know, you need to stay here with me. We have plans, you know. But I was talking to myself.
Right.
I think she had already exited.
Mhm.
But that's how I felt. You know I did. Because remember, I came back, I just didn't receive what it appeared to be at that moment.
I do think that there is something to, even though I'm not a big past life person, I think I have done so much research on people that have died and come back and what their experience was. That they literally died either on an operating table or
That's
somewhere.
different.
It is different, but what I really
That's
love...
not really a past life. I was dead for 30 seconds. I
Or
woke
more.
up, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
an
I mean, I
hour.
can't tell you how much
no,
I
it's
researched
usually
this.
minutes or whatever it is. But no, I don't. That's
No,
that's
wait,
very
but the
different.
reason that I brought that up is because everybody seemed to hover
Sure.
above the situation and see who was there, and they're there. So I remember you coming home one night and saying that you were, everyone kind of that came in would talk to her as if she was still there, because you didn't know if she was or not.
Right.
She was in a she was in a medically induced coma. But if she was hovering, and she got to see all of that.
Well, I have no doubt that goes on.
Yeah.
No doubt. That, because I don't think once you're out of your body, you're in the spirit realm, and you can travel at will. And I think people that do just leave are hovering in many cases.
Yeah.
That's to me a very different matter. And when people leave their bodies and go back, I buy that.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely, because it's not their time, and they all have the same interesting, very similar experiences.
And that is a
doing
very interesting phrase too. When people use words like "it wasn't their time" or "it's God's will," these kinds of things. And like, I've never been a big proponent of "it's God's will," like especially when it comes to taking children off the earth and things like that.
Absolutely.
But even all the way down the line, I do think there's something to be said for maybe it was the time. There's something to that.
I think so.
There's too many examples of how that works. It just wasn't his time. Those phrases usually play, but I never buy in. I've just not been a person that believes that God is a God that runs around, killing off people or utilizing that as some punishment and all that. I don't buy into that.
No.
I think people, cause tremendous pain and suffering on earth, some more than others.
Right.
And that has nothing to do with God. It's just man doing their thing. Look at all the things we do daily, individually, good things, bad things.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the pain that it gets inflicted upon others through actions that sometimes have the best of intentions. Even what goes on now at the border seemed like a great thing, and then you see the pain that it causes.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of examples of good intention. What is
Well,
the
road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah, I mean, it's
no,
true.
and it's true, because everything has a consequence. Every action we do, every action has a consequence, whether it's good, bad. And so, I'm sure that the action of that wasn't to have this disaster that's happening.
No, it all seems like, look,
Yeah.
if you said to the average person, it's like the John Lennon song, Imagine, wouldn't it be great? There's no possessions. Wouldn't it be great? You don't need possessions because everything was supplied to you. Whatever education you want, free everything, free housing. You don't need money. No money. We shouldn't need money. I mean, these are all pluperfect sort of things, but it's, as Woody Allen likes to say, I have an appointment back on planet Earth. These are not the realities. So one has to be realistic about some of these causes and effects.
Mm-hmm.
And so politically, what seems like a brilliant idea or maybe a humanitarian idea, a lot of times turns into a freaking disaster.
Yeah.
And,
Well, you have to plan things out, everything in my mind. You
no,
have
but
to,
I mean, you don't know.
But you have to ask the question, what's
Like-
the best thing that can happen? What's the worst thing that can
Sure.
happen? And can I live with
And
that?
then comes the granddaddy of them all, common sense.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you apply common sense to things or examine history
Mm-hmm.
or examine other people's history or other countries' history, you can short hop some of these mistakes. But this is true in life. This is true on a grander scale, on a civic scale, or on a country scale. But common sense is the granddaddy.
Well, common sense, thank God I have a lot of that. I am so grateful because you can't buy it, you can't earn it, it's...
Money can't buy you love, and money can't buy you common sense.
No.
I see a song coming
But
on.
but I've had lots of discussions about this. My sister, I think, believes that you can learn common sense.
There are things that you can learn that are mechanical things, like mathematical things that add up to certain things.
Right.
But that is not the same thing as a God-given logic.
Yeah.
Like the way the way you can, some people can look ahead. It's like chess. Life is like chess. How many moves ahead can you look? Can you look one move ahead? Can you look many moves ahead? That's why I love that movie. What was the name of that movie? The one recently?
The Queen's Gambit. If you
Gambit.
haven't seen The Queen's Gambit,
Gambit is
everybody
awesome.
out there, that is an incredible binge series.
It's a great series,
Yeah.
and the girl is fantastic. And what's great also about the movie, though, is it does amplify what I'm saying, is that some people
Yeah.
have a gift that allows them to look further and further forward into what the cause and effect of things are going to be. We were talking about my mother had a gift to do certain things. She did not have common sense when it came to men, but she had great gifts in other areas.
But you know, I think that common sense and sense in general, when you have emotions involved, you know, heavy like love emotion or whatever is happening, what emotion that's driving you to that, your common sense can leave you because you're just not in your right mind.
Right. This is why they say that men can't operate both heads at the same time.
Exactly.
And there's truth to that. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, there's no question. But again, these are all things that are learned in life, and sometimes you learn them. Sometimes you don't learn them, and you're doomed to repeat them.
Right.
My mother used to say all the time to Carrie and I, "Look, I fell in that hole. You don't have to."
Right, and you know, but I would love to know. So I've asked this question many times. Do you think common sense can be learned?
No, see, I don't think so.
No. So I'm going to ask everybody out there, do you think common sense can be learned? And if your answer is yes, then say why you think that. And if your answer is no and you want to, I'd love to hear that too. I'm always interested
And the person with the best answer gets a free copy of my book.
There you go. That has the best answer according to
me,
Todd. So you can take it up with him. That's right.
And by the way, the idea, and you could say that that's not fair, but you see, it's my book, so I make the rules. And this is what happens when you're being raised by parents, and you say why, which Carrie used to do endlessly, and it's because I said so. I love that. My mother must have said that 1 billion times. There's no singing at the table. What rule is that? Well, it had to be made because Carrie was constantly singing at the table. Nobody could talk because she's singing Jeremiah as a bullfrog. So it doesn't, it interrupts the whole thing. My mother wanted us to have this family time. Well, how is that fair? She says. That's not fair. My table, my rules.
Oh, that's what your mom used to
Yes.
say. Oh, that is so funny. 2 birthdays
And
tomorrow.
more
plus
importantly, because I said so. These are important rules. When Jake, are you back there? Yes. Have you ever heard those rules? Have you ever heard those statements? Yes. Who has said to you those words? Because I said so. Who said that to you? My dad.
That's a good daddy there.
So Henry is with us. And Henry, you see, is one of these guys that has a mastery of this common sense thing. And so when Henry says to his son, blah, 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 and then the son says, well, why? I don't understand that. Because I said so. And by the way, Jake, do you trust it when he says that? Yes. See, he buys it. Because he has trust
in his dad.
Because he knows that he is reliable.
So I've got a lot of good answers here. You're going to have to go through them and pick one. Not now, because these are thoughtful
answers. We could take another hour
and
go through them.
No. But I
What's
love...
that? Yoda says no more time.
Okay. But everybody's giving really good answers. So we're going to go through these.
You want to say a few of them?
Well, here's...
It's also a good thing
Anna
to leave...
Papa Georgiou says, common sense cannot be learned, but at the same time, you can learn from other people's experiences and make good decisions. Excellent.
I think
that
growing
is
up,
true.
though, also around people with common sense is also something that is a very good thing.
There's a couple in here that are like, woo! I got to say it, but I love it. I believe you are born with common sense and you use what the good Lord gave you. That's Charlotte Robnett. Rolla, I don't think common sense can be learned. I think it's mostly instinct.
Well, instincts are different than common sense, but that they certainly can be used together.
Yeah. Laura Finn Terrell says, no, it definitely needs to be taught at home. And unfortunately, some people are not focusing on what matters in life right now, and it's not a priority. If it's not a priority, it won't be taught.
What I like about what she said there most of all is that these things should be taught at home, and boy, is that the truth. The notion that school teaches those kinds of things is tooty booty. The schools have got out of freaking control. They're not supposed to be teaching that kind of stuff. Supposed to learn this kind of stuff at home. We go to school to learn math and English and expand our horizons.
But so this explains a lot, because most of us come from very fractured families, and it's more and more so as time goes by. So there's nobody there minding the store and teaching us. Liz, you grew up in foster homes, right?
But that
So,
explains
it's
also
like,
why your sister feels compelled to teach it, and I don't blame the teacher for wanting to, because it's like, wow, these kids are not getting anything of like it at home.
But today you're not allowed to be taught that. And school teachers aren't allowed to do anything anymore.
Which is nonsense, because they're teaching them other things that no way should they be being taught. No way should they be being taught.
Right,
So
but
if
I'm
you're
just
not going to
saying,
teach that, then you sure as heck shouldn't be teaching the other
But
stuff.
common sense, I think, is a home thing, and it needs to, it needs to be learned gradually as you're growing from your tiniest self to,
Ideally.
Yeah.
No doubt. My grandfather had enormous common sense.
Lisa Eaton said, no, common sense can't be learned. Why? Because I said so. Excellent. Okay.
Excellent answer.
So before I'm going to read these, and we're going to, Judy Fatlin said, very true, Todd, about what you said. And yeah, I agree with that. So we're going to go through these, and we're going to pick a wiener. But we do have a couple more birthdays, and I want to, Liz, I'm going to connect with you. Okay, and hold on, because I did take a couple of pictures that I saw during the show of people. So we have, let's see, is there, Linda Factor said Meryl Vellenweth, her birthday is tomorrow. So Linda Owen too? Oh my gosh. And then there was another one, hold on, because we have to honor these. I have, let's see, let me look. Laura Knisney, she just had her birthday like yesterday. And she's been a long time person in our life here at our show. So let's go through those names again. Linda Owen, Laura Knisney, and Meryl Villeneuve.
And if you could say those names together very quickly 3 times in a row, you will win a copy of my book.
Right, and I think that those are our birthday people. And I want to sing Happy Birthday in the Carrie Fisher style. And so there you go. I don't see anybody else, but I don't want to leave anybody out. So let's do it for the 3 of you. Here we go. Everybody sing along. 1, 2, 3. I did it. I beat the people.
I didn't know we were doing that. I would have taken a bigger breath.
Congratulations, it's your birthday. And you know what I say, after COVID, you get to do this all over again. If you've had a COVID birthday, and you have, because we've been in this situation for over a year, we still get to do it over when the world opens up. A giant birthday party for all the people, all of us that had birthdays. And that would be all of us.
I just will not go down this road because there's so much to say about it.
I know, and I don't want to get him wound up, because even though I agree with almost everything you say,
no, it's just
I
a whole
don't
other
want
thing.
you getting wound up.
No, it's too late to get wound up.
It's too late to get wound up. We're going to wind down now.
Exactly.
Wind down.
I'm going to have the rest of my artichoke.
As I brought him an artichoke.
By now the butter
you would have
has
thought I
gone-
put
has
gold
gone back
in
to
front
be
of him,
solid.
right?
I
It was,
like-
yeah.
I love. I've always remember we used to make them at the ranch all the time.
We snuck out and had lunch today.
Roasted artichoke.
I know. It was so interesting. I just sit in a restaurant today. It was very like, oh my God, I'm with people.
Oh,
There's people around me.
You should be arrested. We're going to have you.
No, they weren't right at the next table, but it was just kind of cool to be in the world today. As I haven't been, I've been in chicken world, so
Well,
I
in
like it here.
hindsight, I think it was all a mistake. In hindsight.
Okay, I will.
We'll close with that.
We will close with that. But here's that's right. I got to go
I'm
put the
just
chickens
saying.
away because it's late and it's dark. So I want to say good night to everybody, and just Thank you so much.
And we want to thank the monkeys that are in charge of the bananas in California. What a great job they're doing. Oh, and Washington, too.
Oh, God, here we go. Wind down. Gear down, buddy. We're going to have dinner now, and there's plenty of time for all that.
But I have people on my mind. I won't say who they
I
are.
know. We just got to leave it at that. Thank you so much,
You know
everybody.
who you are.
I will be better about posting when the shows are. So far, it's been like Friday nights and Saturday nights. I really love doing my Friday nights with you.
What happened to our old schedule?
Well,
I didn't know management had cut all the stuff.
Well,
we used to do
here's the
Wednesday
thing.
and Friday.
I got hurt.
No, I know, but what happened to
And
our
then I
Wednesday,
didn't have-
Friday schedule?
Well, I just find Friday and Saturday to be easier for me because I do work.
I would like to hear from your crowd.
Okay.
There's a question. You ask it.
All right, but people work on Thursday, so I don't like to
That's
keep
all
people
fine.
up.
I would just like to hear. We used to do a Wednesday, Friday show. That was a routine. Maybe that didn't work. Maybe Saturday's better for everybody because everybody's
I can
loose
do my
on Saturday.
solos on Saturday.
I'm just saying it would be interesting to hear what everybody's preference is.
Okay, I'm
Ask
seeing a
the
lot of
question.
hearts, and I'm not really sure why.
Ask the question.
What nights would you guys like to see us on? I personally am going to do a solo on either a Friday night or a Saturday night. But what nights would you like to see this show on? And that's all.
This is the show that's sort of politically incorrect that has me in it. I got a pink slip a while ago for being, too politically.
And not because I don't agree with you.
No, it's because you think that I'm going to get thrown in Facebook jail.
No, not you, me. It's my page.
It's your page.
Right. I don't want to go to
But
jail. I love my people.
I have some thoughts about all that as well.
Okay. Let's just leave it at that. Everybody. We have the slippers. We can go out. Right. Sometimes that's right. Plus,
Debbie auction every show.
Oh, we forgot Frank.
Oh,
poor Frank.
Ryan is posting something
Frank
tomorrow.
will go
I
for
know
the
that.
slippers.
Right. Oh, do we have anything we can play on the way out so people can say goodnight to each other? Because this is their night to
Well, you could
be
play
together.
the commercial again, or I'll play the Debbie Museum thing. I have that on here.
Okay.
Like the opening with the grand opening of the hotel.
Right. Okay. So
We're gonna
here
go
we
with
go.
her camera, John. Yeah, we're going to do her camera.
Henry.
Yeah, John's out there. There you go. Ready?
All right. Yes. There's no place like home. That's right. All right.
Go
you
to
guys,
the wide camera when she's saying good night, and I
good
will
night,
bring
everybody.
up a
And
video.
he's bringing up something for you to watch while you say goodbye to each other because, of course, you all love each other, and that makes me happy. And I love you. So you have a great night. And while Todd is finding that,
No, I have it.
remember, be kind to each other, and kindness matters, and in the
Look
smallest
at you
ways.
see Emmett there?
Yes, I do.
There's Emmett.
All right, everybody. I will see you next Friday night, and maybe even before that. Lots of stuff to talk about. Good night.
Judy.
from New York, being with us tonight. That's sweet. I love you.
You never tell us that come and see the museum starting tomorrow. It's at 9 a.m. I saw it today, and it's really extraordinary. This has been a long time dream of yours, certainly.
It has been a long time. Are we facing the right way, Robert?
I mean, I saw that today, and I saw so much history going by, and I wondered what meant the most to you.
Well, see, I love every piece in there because I saved it when they said it was a bunch of junk. And now everybody wants to buy the junk. Isn't that nice?
Valuable junk, yes.
Well, it is interesting, I guess. The older things get, I think we appreciate all the history of the golden era. I know you do well. And I know all you folks love all those great old movies. Tomorrow and see all of the goodies that we have, railroad, subway dress, and we have Marlon Brando's in there, all the favorite people that you love, you
You've
know.
got a lot of Monroe. I mean, some beautiful Monroe stuff. The dress from the subway and the red dress from Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and River No Return and Low Business Like Show Business. Extraordinary.
Well, I knew Meryl was a little legend, so I wanted to save her things particularly. But really everybody, Jimmy Stewart, Gary Cooper, you know, Barbara Streisand's in there with Michelle Donner. There's a gold dress, you know, exactly for me.
It's her birthday! It's a great museum. You've been, oh yes, all my jokes are inside the museum.
Wait, you know, it should be done.
And my old hair pieces.
I gotta get my shot, man. So you don't press? We don't say press on it.
25 years and putting up she's been collecting these things for 25 years, which is extraordinary. I'm Todd, and all this technical we introduced everybody to Todd a minute ago. Yeah. And what are you up to these days, Rick? Well, I did a movie called Farm Pals. I was a milkman. I can't believe it either. Well, I was. We're good children. I did it with kids. I love kids, but I can't bear them. There may even be a party back here at the Debbie Reynolds Hotel. I'm going to put on the second show at the end of May, so I'll be doing the second show here at the end of May. She does great. It's terrific. It's nice to see you, especially on your show all the time. You were like, it's not a print, it's more like a journal. It's like a Bible. Debbie over here to your right. Debbie over here. Yes, I like what you're talking about. Yes, they do.